Well, after 26 years, Tori Johnson, General Johnson, stepping down as district attorney here in Nashville. A new candidate going to be elected tomorrow. I know you're keeping an eye on that. Thank you for joining us this morning. We've been talking about, and I know you were speaking with Bob earlier, about some of the issues that the new DA is going to have to deal with, one of them being the Vanderbilt football rape case. First and foremost, let's talk a little bit about what is priority number one with regards to this case as you step down and we move forward.
Well, actually, if it all goes as planned right now, it'll get resolved while I'm still district attorney. Because there's a trial date late in the summer. I mean, the issue is it's a case that obviously has generated a lot of media attention, and what we've tried to do is try to keep that on our part, keep the media attention at a reasonable level. Certainly it's interesting, but there's going to be a time and a place where all the facts of that case are going to come out. Right now, unfortunately, for tactical reasons, there's been a lot of just pure speculation and just particularly from one particular defendant, and I think that's caused people to maybe think about things that really, I think when the evidence comes out, it's not going to be that way at all.
Now, you were mentioning if everything goes as planned right now, what if there are delays and trial gets pushed back? Certainly,
yeah, and it could. I mean, when you've got a case that's complicated, when you've got 4 defendants, a lot of different lawyers and schedules, it certainly could happen. Hopefully that's not the case, because I know from the victim's point of view, and probably from a lot of other points of view, people would like to get it behind them and like to get it over with.
Now,
but it is possible.
For folks who may not be familiar, explain a little bit what your role may or may not be if that gets pushed back, and how the new DA could be involved.
Well, then, I mean, if it should get pushed past, say, September 1, then it's just a question of what the new DA wants to do. I'm assuming, I mean, once you look at the facts of the case, you're going to proceed with it. The new DA would have to decide what role, if he or she wants to take in the case. Certainly in this situation, I'm really more as a supervisor and administrator. I'm not involved in the day-to-day dealings with the case, because we've got a very talented group of lawyers that are doing that.
Right. And before we let you go, because we're going to run out of time here, I appreciate the insight on the Vanderbilt football case, the rape case. What are you going to do?
Oh, well, that's a good question.
When you're done here.
I'm still I've been so busy with other things, I haven't had a chance to focus on that. But I'm not retiring. I'm just going to be doing something differently.
Okay, very good. Thanks so much for coming in.
Sure.
Certainly appreciate your time. All right, we'll check in with you tomorrow as well. We'll see the outcome of that election.